This is for the water signs, and I hope all of you are well. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. There's this push pull of, well, I feel this way, but I don't want to. I don't want to maybe offend someone. Like, well, it's really bad. Not really bad. Like, it's just where you're like, okay, this is not a situation I want to be in, but I don't want to offend someone. This is something new, like either you new for you or new for someone else, and you're like, I really don't want to offend someone, but I'm going to tell them that, okay, look, you look kind of stupid. You look like you don't know what you're doing. Oh. An air queen with death. Air queen and king of water. A Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You might decide to change, flip the script, and say like, okay, this is really surprising, but I don't want to offend you, but I'm going to have to tell you like, hey. And so what is going on here for the water signs? Well, you've made it this far, and something's taken a while, but you've made it this far. But now you're like, okay, I've made it this far. I don't want to lose anything, or Wheel of Fortune reversed is part of what happens. A sudden change, or changes that aren't for the better, where you're like, that's not the way I want this to go. On your mind is Queen of Swords reversed. Somebody either you're dealing with who's really rude, like they've turned on a dime, just like rude and nasty, or you're thinking, I'm going to be brutally honest with this man, this King of Water reversed, and for you think this person is making like big mistakes. Whoever this King of Water reversed, this could be also somebody who hurt you or upset you a lot. Fool reversed, foolish. Page of Wands reversed. What is the energy of the water signs? Yeah. You're telling this person like, hey, you're making a big mistake. I want to tell you like that maybe you or someone that person knows is making a big mistake. You're expressing your concerns. You're afraid that this will happen again. Um so you're like, my heart is open. uh your air energy reversed. That's what's driving this mean, cruel, wrong information can also be air information or stopping talking. But I think in this case, there's a reluctancy to express your true feelings, although you come in with your heart wide open. So you come in with your heart wide open. It could also be someone's asking you for something and you're like, no way. You're very reluctant. Um, you end up Page of Swords reversed, which is like, I don't watch you anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm rude, or somebody's just rude. What is this? The world in the sideways. Something hasn't been accomplished. Why are you Queen of Swords reversed as what you're aware of? They return. Okay. They come back. Or you're trying to avoid. Why are you afraid death reversed? You're afraid that like this will continue. The Hierophant, decisions made, higher authority, ethical, values, vows. Who's this Page of Wands reversed? Eight of Swords in the reversal. They don't really consider the extent of their actions, I think. Like instead of being all caught up in their head, they're just like, I'm going to do this and I don't even think about the consequences. Fool reversed is the future. What is Fool reversed? Wisdom shared in the upright. Three of Wands reversed. Changes, change plans. It's not happening. It stops. Five of Coin. It's taken away. It's not given. And why do you feel Page of Swords reversed? Or there's a Page of Swords reversed? Hangman reversed. You feel like there's nothing you can do about it. Um, you're also not stuck in a situation. Or someone is stuck and they feel like they can't do anything about it. The wisdom is shared, the love is shared. This person has legitimately maybe lost some money. What's coming in with the wheel turning reversed? The Chariot reversed. Canceled plans, something that's canceled. Eight of Cups reversed. Someone's like, I was going to do that, but now I'm not. And Knight of Cups reversed. Somebody cancels plans, but your heart is wide open. You're like, that's okay. Wisdom is shared. Or on your mind is Queen of Air reversed. Just a very rude approach. Like someone is rude. So let's see what's going on with the water signs. The Death card. Change or an ending. You want to do it on your own, you can do it on your own. You've come this far. The information or the words that are spoken are part of the problem. What someone says to you is Water King. Suffering in silence or being quiet, knowing the secrets, not saying anything. High Priestess is on your mind. That could be the Queen of Swords reversed. I'm not going to say anything, even though I know with the moon and the High Priestess. I know, but I'm not going to say anything. Okay, so wow, this person is really it's like you want to give your opinion. There's air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you want to give your opinion, but you can't. Um Maybe this person has lost something, left something, money's gone. They feel self-righteous about it. Five of Swords. They could be texting you here, Eight of Rods. This Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, younger person. They have everything they need. It's new, but then they threaten. That's interesting. What's going on here? There could be a person who's pregnant. The Wheel of Fortune. So this brings change and fate and destiny. What's going on here? Something that's been developed. Seven of Pentacles. Someone could be 7 months pregnant. Why are they self righteous? Strength, Leo, courage, courageous. What is this energy around? The day of judgment, the day of reckoning. This person feels like a hero. They're riding high on the victory horse. What is your energy here? Page of Swords, or you're affected by a Page of Swords. Somebody's curious, asks questions, wants to know. What is Wheel of Fortune? On a Magician. Something's being changed, put together. Somebody is hangman. They feel like they have no other choice. With the 10 of Wands, they're under a lot of pressure. What comes up with the moon, the water signs? Three of Coins, teamwork, collaboration, reliable, dependable, but also exclusive. And you've agreed to someone with this. Two of Cups, healing. Okay, hope is restored through this exclusive situation. What is the energy of the water sign? What are they bringing in? Emperor. Okay, it could be an Aries, but it could be you in charge of something. We do have a tower here with an Ace of Cups overflowing and a King of Fire. Aries, Leo, or Sag, leader, a mature person, masculine. There is something here with Four of Cups. Someone just pours the cup out and says, I don't care. What is this Magician? Person from the past, could be Gemini. Something is given, Six of Coin, to balance the scales based on past feelings. There is something here revealed with the Hermit. Somebody exposes, shows the wisdom, maybe the Hermit is wise and shares this wisdom. There is a Water Queen with that, which was your energy. Compassion, understanding. You are kind of writing in like the hero, like here, I'm helping. Um, your energy is accelerating, like something is accelerating or accelerating messages back and forth. You are committed to this, even though it's unknown with the moon. So you count on it, or you are a part of it. You've helped out with it, or you will be helping out with this. And it involves a death, which is a change. The death of a situation is endings that bring on new beginnings, or endings that close out cycles. Tower and towers keep things from being boring. Three of Pentacles and Towers, something exclusive, predictable, something that is you helped out in, or has value that continues like a habit. And what happens here? Water signs. Conflicts, fight, competition, hostilities, an empress, a matriarch, a mom, value, people fighting over you, maybe the world reversed. It hasn't been accomplished. You give something to someone of value to help out, wanting to take your time, but also loyal and steadfast to an Earth Queen, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Determined to go forward. Water signs here. You're really thinking about the value. How much will it cost? How much will it take? Will I win anything? Is it going to bring me any value? Or is it just going to take too long? We have a fire, Aries, Leo, or Sag man who's ready or involved. And what have we got here? Yeah, you're afraid of Five of Coin reversed. being left out in the cold or leaving someone out in the cold and then like reluctantly coming back in. Wow, there's resentment that builds, even hatred. Like, I just hate this. Like, where you're like, I can't stand this. Eight of Swords reversed. Again, this person is like, there's an energy of like, I don't care, a deep resentment, Tower reversed, a fire sign queen reversed. Somebody very angry, very jealous, hostile. How does the outcome come in for the water signs? You feel unable to defend the person, or you feel unable to, you want to defend, but you feel like you're unable to because of these people. What happens here? Something is offered that is genuine and real and can be developed. This could be something about medications. Um, like you want to help this person, you want to give them what they need, but they're like, no, uh, maybe they can't pick up the phone. They really hate the fact that they can't. There's a lie meant to deceive on purpose. This person could be in jail. I mean, and it could be a mental ward. You want to help them. Why is it chariot reversed? You're thinking this is something I can overcome. Why is it chariot? You're gonna go ahead. You might drive, you might get in the car and go. What is this? You find out something with the discovery of the hermit. You find out the wisdom. You discover. Well, how does it end up for the water signs? Something was not true. Ace of Swords reversed. Someone doesn't have what they need. Nine of coin reversed. Reversed. They're relying on somebody else. You have what you need. You're in Seven of Pentacles. You're like, well, I've developed a plan, and is it going to pay off? Um, the outcome being a Seven of Fire and the reversal is like something you can't fight for some reason. What is going on with the outcome? The Pentacle comes in, and it's a tower. So this is earth, air, fire, water, all the elementals. Everything's been put together correctly, the right way. Then you look at it and you're like, that I had a plan. What was the plan? Oh, Seven of Swords. Maybe surprises. The Seven of Swords is the trick or the trap. Maybe you're afraid that it's going to be a trap. Yeah. You're afraid that this is like a trap. I'm going to be trapped. Why are you willing to give this pentacle? Because you've committed to it. You're a part of it. It continues. It's reciprocal. It continues. It's yesterday, today, tomorrow. It's reciprocity. It just continues. It could also be a habit. Why is there the Tower and the Ten of Swords? It suddenly shocks you. And why is this discovery a part of it? A Two of Cups. There's a strong bond between someone and someone else. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. It's like an agreement or an understanding. With Page of Swords reversed, you might observe or see it. You don't say anything, but you see it. What's going on there? You may like just see Knight of Coins, someone who takes their time, they're loyal, and you're Seven of Pentacles. Like, well, what have I invested in here? This Page of Coin reversed. Okay. Person who's like a moron or like someone who's very unpredictable. This person has invested in is maybe taking their time with a child that's sick or not well, or there's something with the child where this child is like not well, and temperance reversed. They could get angry at a child, and you're like, what have I invested in here? You feel like you can't do anything. You should. Okay, it alarms you to a point where you're like, okay, I need to choose. You feel like you can't get out of the situation. This could be a teacher, it could be a doctor, it could be someone who um is going too slow. Yeah, this is a man who is like going too slow and is angry with this person reversed. This could even be like a person who gets road rage with like a young kid or a kid who's learning to drive or like an elderly or a disabled person. So how does this play out? What is the Tower and the Ten of Swords? You're shocked. You're just like, oh my God. Yeah, because fire, you're like, this person is a king of fire in the upright. They're ready. They're giving direction. They're involved. They're fire. And they're the king. But there is Knight of Coin. I'm going slow. I'm going slow. Page of Coin reversed. This person is sick. They are not well. They don't understand. They don't get it. Maybe they're stupid. Maybe they are. And then there's Temperance reversed. They have no patience. What happens here? It could be someone like in fast food where you see someone flip out on someone in fast food. You feel like you can't do anything. What can the water signs do here? Oh my God, your Page of Swords reversed. Maybe you can video it. You could video it. You can see it, but you can't say anything. This King of Water reversed. You could change your plans. Three of Wands reversed. You could say, no, I'm not doing that. I did decide I was going to do that, and now no. Page of Swords reversed. Observing, witnessing. You could say you could be a witness to something like maybe a crime. I don't know. You could be a witness. You could record it. There's moon energy around it. It's something that is hidden on purpose in the dark. You've invested in something that you know you're a part of, but then you see some misconduct. What is this misconduct? It hurts you very much. Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. You start to feel like you invested in the wrong thing, and Ten of Cups in the reverse with the Devil in the reverse. Wow, it's cruelty. What can the water signs do? You feel like you have no choice but to stop, but to not continue, to not go forward, to not do this. This could be like a coach. Yeah, it's like a coach. It's hurtful for you to see. I feel like there could be a silver lining here. You're meant to see this, you're meant to witness it, you're meant to record it. Start recording. Some of you, I don't know if you know about those glasses that you can buy on Amazon that are recording glasses, where they like the glasses are recording. So maybe there's something where you're like, you need to go and get this on video. Maybe it's a teacher, it could be anybody. So it's somebody who offers something of real value, but then and you're like, okay, that sounds good. I invested in this. It takes time, no problem. But then this person is like very cruel. You find out this wisdom, you're determined to go forward. What are you trying to do though by going forward where okay, in the future you're like, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get up and go from this tower reversed. Like I can't believe it. Queen of Wands reversed, Magician reversed. This person is really manipulative. They are trying to use their anger as a manipulation tool. So usually King of Wands in the upright is a good person. So that could be a cop. It could be a lawyer. Four of Swords reversed. What is it you feel like you can't do on your own? Oh, some of you need a police officer. You don't have the information, you don't know, maybe you need to record it. It is a tower reversed. You find out the wisdom, you're determined that you're going to go forward. This King of Wands, I feel, could be a good person, actually. This King of Wands is going to help you with this other person who is using this as a tool to manipulate. Four of Cups to an Ace of Coin. They're giving something of value, but they don't care. They're just like, no. And what happens here? You feel the same way as someone else, and you feel like, okay, I'm going to do this right away because of Ten of Swords. It's painful, it's hurtful. What happens here? Why can't the water signs stand their ground? Oh my God, if it's Page of Swords one more time. So you can't really say anything, but you want to document. You want to document this. This Page of Wands reversed. This could be a younger individual with the devil reversed, like a 20 something fire sign, younger mentally or just younger. There's like a younger energy. This person brings the tower. You need to document it. What's it about? It's about Ten of Wands reversed. They drop the ball, the Knight of Swords reversed. They don't care or they don't say anything. They just drop all the wands. It could also be what you're going to do. Six of Air. Why is it a devil reversed? Why is there cruelty? Because it's really wrong and you need to get justice. Okay, you need to get justice. It's hurtful to see, it's hurtful to witness. Six of Coin reversed. You might need to get your money back, your payment back, your deposit back. Um, yeah, okay, so let me take it back. This King of Wands is actually helping you. However, the King of Wands came up with intolerant on a Page of Coin reversed. They are, maybe they're fighting for someone who is disabled or a student, someone who doesn't have what they need. And it brings a tower to you, water signs. Why are you afraid it's a trap? Because you're juggling choices and someone tells you the truth, they're advising you or telling you about what you need to choose or a habit. Two of Pentacles is like a pentacle, everything that's manifested, it develops into more. It continues and it's like a habit, habitual. Um and someone is advising you, they're being honest with you, they're being diplomatic, they're telling you but you feel like you can't do anything. So it could be a teacher, like somewhere, like a teacher in a school. Maybe you need to speak to a higher authority, like a principal or something like that. This could also be doctor, because you're like, I want to take my time. Awareness is taking time. So this could also be someone who's uh, committed, like they're there, they take the time, but they go slow. Page of Pentacles reversed, Temperance reversed. There could be a child that like really doesn't like how slow something goes. And you start to consider like this is you're like, what have I invested in? I know I've invested in this, I've paid for this. What comes in with the new pentacle and the wisdom? Oh my goodness, the death. Okay, so you close something out. At least you make a choice. Ace of Cups reversed. You're like, my cup of emotions is overflowing. I find out the the truth reversed. It's not true. Five of Swords reversed. Somebody is very self-righteous, hateful, vindictive, and Ten of Swords. You feel like this is the last straw. I think I'm just going to call it that. Like, this is the last straw, but you are determined at the end of this. Near future is like, I'm going to do everything it takes. I'm going to continue. And then you feel like you're prevented when someone gives you the wisdom of something new. The crossing energy is an empress, a goddess of abundance, a matriarch, a mom figure. It could also be a higher level individual, someone who has authority, a feminine. Let's get some of these for the water signs. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Peace is coming. Okay. Because you care. Pray every day. Look how well you've done. And this person trusts no one. Never, ever again. They don't care like I do. Play hard to get from now on. Everyone is jealous. Play hard to get from now on. All right, that's what I have for the water signs. Thank you. I'll see you again in the next video.